up, nigga? It's your boy FOGGYLUNGZ, man. YO and all that. Know what I'm saying? This is episode 5 of the podcast, man. The FOGGYLUNGZ podcast. Shout out to House of Sounds Music. Pit was popping. Free TJ. But yo, you know how I give it up, man. Jump on the jack, one of the homies, and see what's popping. Got a little interview for y'all niggas today. Ready? Let's do it.
Yo,
You.
I got you. What up, fam? What's good in the neighborhood, baby?
Ain't nothing. Just chilling, man. Let them know who I'm talking to. You live.
No doubt. Shout out to all the people rocking with us right now on the podcast that fuck with your joint. Salute to the G's, man. You already know, man. Snyp life, man. I'm out here, man. What's up, my brother? How you been, man?
Man, just chilling, man. You already know, man. Just chilling.
That's a fact. Talk to me, man. What's happening, man?
Nah, man, you know, doing this little podcast shit, hitting niggas up,
Dope.
man. I appreciate it. Straight up, forward, foremost.
Yeah, man, we come from the same
it.
struggle, brother. No matter where we at or how shit look from the outside in, we come from the same struggle, man. So I recognize real shit, so you know I gotta support it. Facts.
No doubt, man. I appreciate that shit, man. Word of mouth. But yeah, man, you know, for, you know, the inquiring minds or whatever, we're just gonna take it from the jump. Now, I mean, but me personally, I know a little something, but maybe you could get in tune a little bit for the people and shit. Now, I mean, so, like, you know, just to break the ice, like, how did you, like, come about, like, yo, fuck this, I'm gonna start rapping? You feel me? Or, like, you feel me?
Well, for me, man, you know, like, you know, I always classify shit like, you know, it's one or two things. Either, you know, you grew up with it or you grew on to it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, for those that don't know, you know, I grew up with it. You know, I've been writing rhymes since I was 9 years old. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always had it in me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as far as really taking it seriously on some fast forward shit, you know, because that'll take like 3 podcasts for me to really talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
you know, just happened to be in the right place at the right time around the right individuals. You know, I'm not originally from Yonkers. I grew up in Yonkers as a kid, and everything musically happened for me, you know, in Yonkers, you know what I'm saying, as a kid rapping. But I moved to my block and I was rapping. I always was the nicest kid on the block and the most serious. So it just put me in the circles of, you know, some of the greats before they was the greats. You know what I'm saying? So I just absorbed that shit, and I was just influenced, just hanging around the locks, hanging around DMX. You know, I'm 11 years old, and I'm rapping, though. I'm doing the beat on the wall in the staircase for X. I'm rapping with Sheik every day, you know, and it just grew on to me, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So you was raised around the big brothers and
That's
shit.
a fact. Yeah, like, all this, like, for people that don't know, like, they see, like, yo, D-Block, all that. Like, for me, I always, like, to stress to the people that, like, me, my position being, like, a D-Block member, it's not because, oh, you was nice and they just picked you out and said, yo, come fuck with her. Like, this is a long relationship before they got on. You know what I'm saying? And I had the pleasure, you know, and the honor to watch it. You know what I'm saying? To witness them with demo tapes, and, you know, it pushed me, you know. And like I said, DMX, I had every tape he ever put out in Yonkers. I know rhymes from DMX right now that he don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
That's
just
crazy.
From over the time lapse. But yeah, man, just, you know, just being around niggas at the right place at the right time, man, it just helped. It helped, and it just helped sharpen me. You know what I'm saying? Because my friends was doing it, but they wasn't really serious. Like, you should make like a little bunch of joke raps and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was like one other cat really from my hood that was real serious as me. Shout out my nigga Stephen King, Whitney Young, 354, one of the original niggas, and me and him used to go hard, like, you know what I'm saying? But out of all of this shit, they always was like, yo, that kid is real serious with his shit, like, because I really was into writing hooks and verses, and I didn't even know what them shits was. You know what I'm saying? Just listening. Nobody never told me how to show me how to do this shit. I just watched, absorbed, and then I just did my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. So, yo, at what point, like, said you've been doing it for a while, you know, it sounded like just fucking around hobby shit. and then getting sharper with it, and then actually going like a career or business minded with it and shit. So like in that whole sequence of time and periods of it, like how long has it been so far? Like
I mean,
that's a
very good question. A very good question, brother. I like to tell people, like, you know, I got a beginning, and then I got an amateur beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a double beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because like as a kid, I was rapping, I was in a crew, and Yonkers. If anybody's from Yonkers that especially grew up with me or just been out here since the 90s, then they know the 30-man group that used to run through Yonkers, and we called ourselves Doom Entertainment. And it was 30 of us from every part of Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? And we went and did shows and did videos and all that, and that was cool. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I think the blessing was the gift and the curse of me going to prison. Because when I went to prison, that's when I really started to get into my craft. Like before prison, that shit was just for wreck. I wasn't, like, as I look back, I wasn't ready, like, for a deal. And I had a deal at 14, too, just for the record. I had a deal at 14, and I was too young, and we signed the deal anyway, and the shit got voided. But I've been around this shit, man. And when I started to really take it serious is when I started to spin them yards, and I got my mind clear, you know, and I laid up for a couple of years. You know, I did plenty of skid bids. You know, niggas, you know, in the hood, you know, knuckleheads get caught up in shit. But when I went up for a stretch, that's when I really perfected my craft, and that's when I felt the most comfortable with my craft. So when I came home, I knew I was ready. Like, before that shit, I thought I was, but looking back, when I touched down, I was ready. You know what I'm saying? And then, as you have it, you know, we had our own company. You know what I mean? I came into the game with my own company. I ain't coming to the game, what up, fam, trying to, you know, piggyback on niggas. I didn't even really get down with the Locks and D-Block until after I really made a name for myself with my company, which is 354. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the rest is history. But we talking about at least 11 years, you know, that, you know, I finished and I maxed out off parole, and, you know, I'm doing it for the bread, and I'm just blessed to be in this position. You know what I'm saying? And it still feel like, you know, I still feel like an underground nigga to a certain extent. I couldn't win no Undergrounds awards. I got nominated because I was a part of a project that my man won the Juggernaut Award at Justo Mixtapes Award, and the only other person that won that award was Nicki Minaj. And my man won the joint, and I had like 80% of records on there. And when we reached out to Justo, he told me I couldn't be in the Underground Awards because I had too many features. So I always been struggling. With the mainstream and underground, because I always had features from mainstream. Like, all my shits, none of these shits are made up records. We didn't find records and add vocals and beats to them. Like, my track list is official. I got shit with Wyclef, Fat Joe, Joe Buttons, DJ Premier, Green Lantern, like K Slade. The shit goes on, and you look at me like, damn, like, son ain't really make his impact yet. Like, I'm kind of like right there, like at the surface scratching, like, know what I'm saying? But then you got the fans, and you got the people that see me, and they respect me, and they look up to me like, yo, you there, like, because, you know, you look back at your past, and you take a step back, and you say, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm able to get a check for this shit, which I do, then I'm definitely a professional. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And I'm just blessed, man, just to be in the position I am in. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. So at what point did, like, Luch, SP, or Kiss was like, oh, fuck that, you fucking with us now, man?
I mean, like, it was always like an untold fact, you know what I'm saying? And when I first touched down, you know, I was doing my own thing, and, you know, the first person that I reached out to was Luch, and he jumped on the record for me, you know what I mean? And, you know, from there, it was just endless features with Styles, and it just kind of happened, man. It never really was like a conversation. It was kind of like, you know what it was kind of like? Assume the position, man, and rock that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll show up, and I would show up with the mentality like, nigga, I'm here, man. I'm better than these niggas. Like, no disrespect to none of my brothers, because we was 8 deep, 7, maybe 7 deep.
Yeah, but you know, that's how you got to be, man, confident like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
we understand.
Yep, and they respected it, though. They respected, you know, the you know, like the point guard attitude. I would come in with the point guard attitude and just like start fucking with shit. Yo, you do this, yo, you, and they just sat back, and it was just like, fuck it, like, he from the hood, so it ain't like, you know, my thing was I didn't never want to be in a position where it was looking like I was looking for a handout. I always came in and just always did my own thing. I never asked for nothing. Anything they ever gave me, I earned it. You know what I'm saying? And when they try to offer me money, I say, nah, just give me a verse, because I knew that shit would last longer for me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, It is what it is, though. But, you know, it just sometimes shit like that, you just blend. It's like an untold thing. You just all blend and just start running. Like, ever since No Security dropped, though, that was my real mark for being like a D-Block nigga officially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was like, that's you get a residual from that and shit, right?
Absolutely. To this day. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
You know, again, just blessed and honored, man, because, you know, coming from that lifestyle, you know, it ain't shit guaranteed. So just to see my real government name on a nigga's album, you know, I'm on Jadakiss album, I'm on Styles album, the Locks album, and, you know, we got the No Security shit, which is out, and we working on part 2. But just to see the name and the publishing and all that, yeah, man, I mean, niggas can say what they want, man, but it ain't nothing like that feeling going to the mail, man. You get a check from BMI, because I am under BMI, you know what I'm saying, as a published writer, so... You know, I'm just blessed, fam. That's all I can say. You know what I mean?
Up. Hey, yo, have you ever thought about like penning for other artists, like ghostwriting and shit?
Oh, that's a fact, man. Quiet as kept, man. You know, I got a check or two for that too, man. You know, I can't really spill the beans because I understand from experience the politics side of the business.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but definitely do know. You probably heard a joint or two and have no idea that I was behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
again, though, you know,
like
the proof is in the credits. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a lot of projects. You know, like I said, I'm just blessed to be able to have my hand in something that somebody would want to take it to that level, you know, and put it out on iTunes as a single and all that. And, you know, it's all good, man. I gave niggas rap names, man. You know, I gave niggas rap names that we all know and niggas got signed and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always been influential. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that as a stab, like as, you know, I'm some big type of, you know, I'm the best type. I'm my son type shit. But
we understand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But just real nigga shit, like just being so absorbed with the music. I had cats come to me and couldn't really explain their own style. And I would sit back and tell them to rap for hours. And I came up with names and themes for niggas. And we would, like I said, I always played the point guard role. So I never really came in and try to be selfish, like, you know, hide shit for myself. I always try to share with the people, like, you know what I mean? So a nigga trying to play me or a nigga trying to diss me is just an ignorant nigga. Because every nigga that know me from day one know I always been like a team playing type of nigga when it comes to shit like that. When it came to street shit, I never fuck with niggas. I did all my shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? And niggas wasn't coming outside. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going out of town. And I was rapping, and I was telling all these out-of-town niggas, yo, these my niggas, showing niggas pictures, yo, this the Locks, this DMX. They looking at me like, who the fuck is them niggas? You know what I'm saying? And this was part of that grind, like, when niggas wasn't on yet. So to go back to these same cities, like, I done been to Syracuse, Utica, Rome, New York, and I done brought all of my brothers up there. And these is towns I was in, and I was doing my thing in. So for the people to see me back on a stage like that, I mean, there ain't no greater feeling in the world of, you know, showing that you could do something positive with your life. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I just try to be that example for niggas. There's a lot of street niggas out here. There's a lot of jail niggas out here, and they lost, and they need guidance. And I just try to do certain shit so niggas can lead by example, man. If you don't know what to do, just follow my lead, like, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna stare a nigga wrong. You know what I'm saying?
that's a positive outlook on the shit, man, because you know, we got a lot of niggas, unfortunately, that glorify the wrong shit. But niggas like you and myself, because, you know, we all get caught up. You know what I'm saying? It's a real influential thing, man, to see a nigga like you went from the greens to the stage and, you know, getting checks and shit for, you know what I'm saying, for doing something that, for what came from a hobby to being more passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's dope, man. It's real uplifting, man, from all of us looking up at y'all niggas like,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try to share my story as often as I can because I always want people to know, like, you know, sometimes it amazes me. You know, I'm just so stuck on my principles and standards. Like, hanging around me, you'll get to understand, like, how my energy, I go off energy, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I deal with vibes and, you know, I'm real mental because I'm a Sag. So, you know, I'm real mental and shit. But, you know, it's like a lot of this shit it was like you sat back and visioned it, like, you know what I'm saying? And you do everything in your power to make it happen. But I just try to share my story with niggas because, you know, sometimes sharing your story can motivate a nigga that you have no idea is listening. And I've seen that. And I've had niggas run up to me and say, yo, you helped me get through my bed. And I'm like, I helped you get through your bed? You heard my music in jail? How the fuck is that? Like I would just be surprised. Like, damn, I didn't even know my shit was in the catalogs up north. Like, same niggas I was up north with, you know, they, you know, unfortunately niggas had way more time than me. And niggas is writing me like, yo, I got your mixtape. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And, you know, they running around and, yo, this nigga was in here with us. Yo, this nigga, you know, niggas like, yeah, right, you know how that shit be.
Yeah,
you know, the same way
fast.
when I used to tell niggas in jail, like, we used to see, you know, money, power, respect. Niggas got to understand, too, also, real quick, that when my bros came out, when they dropped their first albums, I was already in prison. And I was a young nigga. I was like 16, like going up north. You know what I'm saying? So we going back to when they dropped their first albums. It's like, niggas, you know, a lot of niggas like, yo, how you wasn't around? Like, we know Hood. And, you know, I came back from prison and I met J Hood and it was D Block. It wasn't none of that when I left. When I left, it was Warlocks. Then it went to Locks and I was gone. So I would be in the day room and I would be seeing the videos, you know, and I would be, you know, yo, those my niggas. When I get home, I'm going to be with them niggas. You know, niggas be in the day room. You know how jail niggas, this niggas front, man. Niggas don't know niggas like, you know how that shit be. So it motivated me more because I knew what they didn't know. You know, I knew my destiny. And I knew what I had to do to get there. So I try to share my story once again, back to that. I try to share my story with cats just to give them motivation. Because I came from nothing, my nigga. Like, I ain't gonna never be a nigga that get too big for his bridges or front, because I know what it is, 23-1. I did that. You know what I'm saying? So for the niggas that's out here and they trying to do their thing and they feel like, yo, they lanes is closing in on them, the only way you gonna make something happen for yourself is if you create something for yourself. And the only way you gonna create something for yourself is if you believe in yourself. Fuck everybody else. Type shit, and that's the shit that I live by to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Word. And just to throw that out there for some of y'all niggas that don't know what 23-1 is, that's that box time, man.
Box time, man.
Just to throw that out there.
Locked up is one thing. Being locked up is one thing, but then you locked up inside of being locked up.
It's like the jail in the jail,
nigga. Feeling, man. Fucked up feeling, man. And again, man, I take all my flaws and the shit and I turn them into positives, because one thing from doing all that box time that I developed was that I don't write rhymes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of niggas say, like, you know, that shit sound cliche and all that, but literally, my nigga, like, I'm on niggas' albums and I don't write rhymes, man. Like, I literally don't write rhymes because being in the box, they don't give you nothing. You fighting for a pencil, you can't marry, you can't.
You be lucky if you get a fucking magazine, nigga.
That's a fact, brother. So, you know, I just took that and I started computing rhymes in my head and like trying to save, because, you know, we used to go to the yard and battle. And in Green, when I was in Green, we would battle for cuts in the face, like real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you had to stay on your toes, like, you know what I'm saying? I was blessed. I ain't never have to worry about that. But I battled plenty of niggas for scars in the faces. And niggas is home with scars in the faces. Not because it was beefing, just because they lost. They wasn't nice enough. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. So, you know, again, man, all you can do is count your blessings, that the shit that you do got, the shit that you are involved with, and just keep pushing, man. I just want niggas to know that. Like, when I talk and I do interviews, like, I like to, you know, I like it like it ain't all about me. I'd like kind of try to drop jewels on other niggas, because I know it's certain niggas, there's somebody out there right now that's listening to this, and they like, wow, I ain't even know that about that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
No matter what level, though. No matter what level. I done did Radio City Music Hall, Summer Jam, we did arenas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, little old me. I'm on stage with 50,000, and I'm singing the hook to one of the biggest records that we got that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing
That's
like
crazy.
that feeling, man. And I know if I could do it, these niggas can do it too, man. It's just about believing in each other, and niggas got to stop with this ego shit. Everybody want to be the best nigga. Like, it ain't, everybody want to be a chief. It ain't enough Indians. Like, niggas got to learn to play their position and just do what they do best that come natural to them. You know what I'm saying?
Word, that's fucking deep as fuck. But yo,
Yeah, bro.
fucking like, I don't know, a couple years ago, like probably like 10 joints ago or whatever, like I used to run around with my man Hemi and shit. But like,
Okay.
I heard that fucking, I don't know if it was you. That's why I'm gonna ask now. Like, who was involved with Carmelo Anthony? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. And yeah, man, shout out to Hemi. That's my little family. You know, that's family, it's bloodline family. So, you know, for the listeners that don't know, one of the reasons why I respect you, brother, is because I felt you was so much like me in the situation. Because, you know, we met under different circumstances, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when two street niggas feel solid about their beliefs, sometimes they clash, you know what I'm saying? But when real niggas recognize each other, you move on and you grow and evolve from that and you learn from that. So I learned from you, and I'm pretty sure you learned from me from that situation. But Heemy was definitely the guy that definitely told me, like, yo, I rocks with Son and he's a good nigga. So I took time out just to fuck with you and see what you was about. And I see that you all good nigga and you official, and I fuck with you for that. Just so you know that, though. Because, you know, I'm one of them niggas. We like one and the same. All this social media shit, I come from the 90s. We hands-on. So niggas get on social media, it be a whole different type of nigga. And then you see him in person, there ain't none of that. Know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
you know, sometimes real niggas like us, we get aggravated because we go through that so much. But that diamond in the rough, sometimes you come across somebody that's kind of like you. Know what I'm saying? And that's why, fast forward, we able to have this conversation and laugh and joke and talk deep shit because I fuck with you and I respect how you moving. Know what I'm saying? Real shit. And I'm the type of nigga, if I see a nigga that's nice, I'll be the first to tell him, yo, dog, yo, you like that's what's wrong with these rap niggas, and that's why I don't fuck with industry shit. Even though being around some of the greatest in the game, and that's one of the principles I learned from them. We don't really do industry shit because I learned like niggas don't like to give it up for one another. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I clearly, as an example, I just wanted to big you up for that, for being real in that situation. And, you know, that's why we here doing what we do. You know what I mean? That's just a quick side note. But long story short, I was fucking with Mello. I still fuck with Mello. That's my big homie. You know what I'm saying? He had a little label, long story short, Crossover Entertainment. And he have actually, well, now it ain't really a secret, but his wife, you know, she has a brother that they didn't want to know that was her brother. So that he can't get on through, you know, like some politics shit. So they had this young cat that they was running with, and Mello flew him over here, and I had him with me for a whole week recording and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they from the Bronx, they from here, but they moved to Denver. So, you know, I had the blessing to be able to go to his crib, chill with him, sit down, eat dinner with him. But you know, he's a basketball superstar. He's not just a, you know what I mean? So his schedule is ridiculous.
That's real big, man.
Yeah, and he can't really put his hands, like, into the music like that. He just kind of, like, a quiet investor, like, yo, look, I want y'all to do, But, you know, shit powers that be, time, you know, moving on, like, it ain't really work out for his best interest as far as, like, doing the business. You know what I'm saying? But the relationship is open, is always there. He sent me tickets. I got jerseys. You know, just, again, man, just blessings, man. Like, I met him, and he kicked my rhyme to me. I almost fainted, man. Like, yo, here you got Carmelo Anthony. Ran up on me and said, yo, what up, Snyp? Yo, I know your shit. Yo, you said, and he kicked that like 3 bars of my shit. I almost fell out, man. Like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. So, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, shout out to Mello, though. Long story short, shout out to Mello. That was a great opportunity for me to just kind of rub shoulders with him. And, you know, I see him, and hopefully, you know, we probably do something in the future. You know what I'm saying? But it's always love and salute when we see each other.
Definitely. That's deep, man. Good looking for sharing that shit too, son.
Facts.
Just for the record, likewise too on all that, man. So love over here on this side.
Yeah,
man,
you already know, man.
Word. Fucking. So, you know, so like where you trying to take it, my nigga? Where's like the next project? Like, honestly, I wanna hear like an album or something, nigga. I'm gonna cop the shit twice.
I'm glad you said that.
You feel me?
You said that, because I do want the people to know, because a lot of people that do fuck with me, they ask me that a lot. And, you know, a lot of my shit, you know, been a lot of, like, besides features on albums, you know, it's just, like, heavy mixtapes, you know, and heavy singles. But I'm actually in the middle of finishing up, I want to say, my first real full-fledged album. And it's actually going to be called Back Again. So I already got the title. I'm not moving from the title. It's called Back Again because I feel like I'm back for the first time. But I couldn't use that as the title because Ludacris dropped that on his very first album. He titled this shit Back for the First Time. And I think that suits me so well. Like, that's me. You know what I mean? So, you know, I got the album. It's called Back Again. I'm still undecided. It's about 17 songs. But I may drop it into 2 EPs and just drop them like that because I'm just going with the wave right now in the game. We come from the 90s era when niggas dropped dope classic albums, you know what I'm saying? And now niggas are dropping 5-song albums, 5-song projects, and getting the guts too. Like, you know what I'm saying? People attention span ain't as long as it used to be because they're not forced to use their imagination. It's too much technology. It went from us being able to be cool with just dropping freestyles. Now the demand is they need to see you. They want to see the videos and all that. That's because of technology. You could do so many shit, Snapchat, Instagram. So you got to go with the time. So, you know, this album is definitely going to remind you of some New York 90s classic shit, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping to drop it this fall, man. Real shit.
We're looking forward to it, man. Word up. I'm saying,
No doubt. Much
even
appreciated.
no doubt, even like the like a little, like you said, it probably split the EP in half or do a double or like
Yeah.
even on the way over there, like little iTunes or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Like whatever the
facts,
case
facts.
and shit, because you know you already blessed us with the bookie bars and shit, like, know what I mean?
No doubt.
So
No doubt. And yo, just so people know, right, that you mentioned that just as a footnote, I want people to understand that I came up with the Bookie Ball series because I actually had the pleasure of being a bookie for real. I actually used to be. That was one of the hats that I wore, one of my hustles. You know, I was a heavy gambler. I got real cool with poppies down in Washington Heights, like one of the few black niggas that they really fucked with because I showed them honesty and trust over a couple of years span of being a gambler. And the nigga presented me an opportunity, you know, and I got a store. I copped the stores, and that's just a side note in a side note. So we ain't just doing rap shit. I invested. I got my own store. I've had it for about 5 years now, a t-shirt spot, boutique spot. And once I originally first opened it, I went to the poppy and told him, yo, I got a spot. He gave me a machine, he gave me a computer, and he gave me a phone number. And he said, yo, they can't break your bank. Whatever they come with, if you don't got it, you call me. And I see how this whole shit is designed from the bookie standpoint. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, luckily I've been successful more times than not with the gambling shit because of just I have my own theory and principles for it. And it kind of showed to the big dog, and that's why he gave me a shot at being a bookie. And I think I probably did that for about 2 years off and on. And just the demand for me being an artist, being on the road, having to be places, it took me away from that. Because when you're a bookie, you have to be on call. You're a doctor. A bookie is a doctor. Niggas could call you 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I'm taking everybody's action. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to be around, and you can't move. Like, I'm out of town. I'm telling niggas I put they bet in. They win. I'm in Rhode Island somewhere. Niggas is in Yonkers like this. Yo, Snyp, I need my bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where it's like, I can't really do it that long. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was fun. It's pleasurable. And that's really based off of real life experience, which is why I just did my Bookie Bars, you know, mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Just so people know that.
That's what's up, man. And that's great clarity right there. Cause some niggas just probably just thought it was a title with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's flavors right there. Thanks for sharing
with the
that.
meaning behind it, bro.
Definitely,
no
thanks
problem,
for sharing
no
that
problem.
shit. So yo, like, you know, we from a place, you know what I'm saying, that we got a lot of niggas that's trying to come up, man. And you like one of the niggas that made it, you know what I'm saying? Although like probably niggas ain't know about the shit beforehand. You know what I'm saying? They probably enlightened now, but like, what would you say to the aspiring artists or producers or whatnot that's, you know what I'm saying, trying to come up, and through your experience, what would you tell them little niggas and how to move?
Oh, man, I kind of made a statement earlier in the conversation when I said, you got to believe in yourself, man. It starts with you, man. Any nigga that's a rapper, any nigga that's a producer, I don't care what you do. If you're trying to get in this game, understand this game doesn't have any feelings. This game has no emotions. You have to really take this shit. If you want it, you only going to get what you put out of, you know what I'm saying, in life. Everything that you put in is what you get out. So if you're trying to really do this shit in this game, understand, learn the game, man. Learn this game. I try to tell niggas all the time, don't jump in head first. You thinking it's sweet because you see niggas looking fly in videos. It's a lot of preparation into everything you see. Don't believe wholly nothing you see. You know what I'm saying? This shit is like reality TV. This shit is prepped, man. And it's only a few of us that move spontaneous with no script, and it's just all around real niggas, but it's not a lot of us in the game. We already outnumbered in the game, so we don't run the game. That's why politics run the game. That's why niggas with tight pants sounding like Future run the game right now, because they know if the real niggas run the game and go back to the 90s, they go back to lyrics. So sharpen your craft, believe in what you do, learn this shit, though. It's a bit, niggas hustle and all that. You can't hustle if you don't know what grams is. You can't really hustle to a certain extent if you can't do other things that other niggas can't do. The average hustler don't know how to cook up. You know what I'm saying? All he know how to do is go down and get it hard, chop it, and sell it. You know what I mean? Learn that shit. So if you're a rapper, learn this shit, man, because it's really a business, and I've come across hundreds of niggas I've never heard of before, and they got their own fucking distribution deals. And I'm looking at niggas like, who the fuck are these niggas? But they popping because they fucking applying they hustle. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do it local, man. It's a world. The world is too fucking big, but it's too small at the same time. Don't stand on your block thinking because you're kicking a bunch of raps and you're nice, you're getting somewhere. You got to don't be afraid to go out your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Try different shit. You see everybody doing one thing, try something else, man. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
That's for all y'all niggas out there, man. Treat this shit like it's really like a job, man, because it really is. It's a business, man. And the better off and the quicker that people understand and learn that this is a business, the more successful they will be. That's a fact.
You sound like a real fucking wise nigga, son. You speak like a
nigga,
wise nigga, man. I appreciate
I've been
that
wise
shit.
in my years, man. I just appreciate it, man. Like I said, I've been around. I appreciate being around a lot of intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? And just having the right mind state. Because, you know, some people, you got to hold their hand through it. And some people, they just get it. And I was just lucky enough to just get it. So I try to just spread that on to the next nigga. Because, you know, niggas get on and niggas, they forget. Like, it's other niggas that's on the block. They home eating cereal. They nice. They on the block on the crate smoking a bogey, talented as hell, but their life ain't going nowhere because they sitting there. Like, I ain't never been that type of nigga. If I'm ever in a position I could throw a whole helping hand out, then I'm all for it, man, because I like my legacy to be the shit that I leave behind when I'm not around no more, and people see that I had integrity. I think that's what I always struggle with that. In interviews, people ask me what I want what you want your legacy to be, and this and that, and, you know, I usually say the regular shit, but I think now today, just having this conversation with you, it just sparked something for me. And I think my legacy, I just want people to understand that I lived and died by integrity. And integrity, I tell my son this. I got 2 sons. You know what I'm saying? When I tell my sons this every day, integrity is the same thing like responsibility. It's doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Now, how many niggas that's hood or gangster niggas that you know that got integrity? You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of niggas, because niggas don't look at life from certain angles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's how niggas got to look at life, man. Do the right thing even when niggas ain't watching, man. Niggas going to respect you in the long run, because at the end of the day, somebody's always watching. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Real shit.
Word,
Real
man.
shit, my
That's
nigga.
deep. But yo, fucking, you know, almost in conclusion, but
No
fucking,
doubt.
like, I just want to ask like a quick question, like if you could share like some type of story when, like, let's say if you was on the road or if you was just like in the lab or just somewhere, like or something in a music related thing where you was out somewhere with niggas or whatever, that some people probably ain't here yet, although you fucking blessed us with that like 5 times already. You know what I'm saying? Just like some crazy shit that probably happened. And
Damn,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
so many of them, man. It's wow.
But
man,
hold up, I'm not
man.
finished saying it. Just not no incriminative shit, my nigga. You know, no incriminating shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, damn, man, it's so many joints, man. But yeah, man, we, you know, I just, you know, speak in third person. But yeah, we was at a show, you know, and I went to prison. You know, I don't really like hide. I don't glorify it. I don't talk about it much, but I don't hide from it. But I went to prison, man, for robbing niggas, man. Criminal use of a firearm and robbery, like 8 robberies, man. No criminal possessions. I don't babysit hammers. You know what I'm saying? My shit is CUF. You know what I mean? And I say that to say this. I'm wearing my artist hat. I'm trying to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm at this joint and we performing in CT. I'll tell you the city. We was in Connecticut and we was rocking the stage, and it was a kid. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he was on something. All right, my brother. And he kept trying to get on stage, and he's fucking up the set and Styles and them. You know, they get mad and shit. You know what I mean? So this nigga named Harry, I'm gonna call this nigga Harry. You know what I'm saying? We escorted the nigga off the stage. You know, strong arm. We don't do security, so you know. We escorted the nigga off the joint. We get to the back, you know what I'm saying? Nigga come back on stage. I don't know how I started performing with his chain on. I don't know how the crowd went bananas. I don't know how that happened. I just know I ended up going on stage and I had his chain on, and he was in the bathroom, and he's somebody's favorite rapper. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
real shit. You know what I mean? But on some positive shit, man, just for me, blessings for me was like being at the Highline Ballroom. I ran into Buckshot Shorty. I said, yo, Buckshot, man. Yo, Black Moon. Yo, I grew up listening to you, man. Much respect. And he said, yo, no doubt. Yo, what's your name? And I said, yo, I'm Snyp Life. The nigga damn near knocked my hand down like, nigga, you not. I know who you is. This shit is crazy. as another reason why I almost fainted. Like just seeing stars that I grew up with and being able to tell them how much that I appreciated them, and then for them to know who I am is just crazy, man.
Yeah,
crazy,
that's
man.
fucking dope right there, son.
You know what I'm
Especially a nigga
saying?
like Buckshot, son.
Buckshot, man. Buckshot. AZ, another one, AZ. If you look on my timeline, on my Instagram, or on my Facebook, you see I got a couple flicks with AZ. You know what I mean? That's another brother, real influential brother that I met. And he actually was familiar with music. And, you know, like those are the type of stories I like to share, because a lot of the cats is inspiring and they trying to come up. Like even me, like a nigga, I might know a nigga that ain't really out, you know, and he's listening, you know, and then he runs into me one day and says, yo, Snyp, and I tell him, yo, your shit is dope. And I know how that would make him feel, you know what I'm saying? So like my stories is really like that. When people recognize your hard work, you know what I'm saying? The other shit, the chicks, you know, the chain, the jewelry, and you know, those are just fun times. You know, we being knuckleheads, but when we focus and we being real professional, the most important thing is when somebody that you acknowledge acknowledges you. So for the niggas that's on the come up, they need to remember this as well. This game nowadays, it is not who you know anymore. It's more of who you know, who's important that knows you. The more people that's important that know you, the better it is. It ain't even about who you know in the game no more. Know what I'm saying? So, you know, for the up and coming, inspiring producers and artists and all that, you know, I try to share stories where it bring that motivation. Like somebody's listening, dog. Somebody's watching, man. I'm listening for y'all niggas too, man. I'm waiting to hear something that's crazy so I could grab a nigga and say, yo, come on, man, let me get some shits in with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, man.
Definitely, that's real, man. That's what's up, man. So, yo, Snyp, son, I appreciate this shit, man. You really, you know what I'm saying? You put me on to some shit too, son.
Yeah, man.
Not for nothing.
Likewise, man. Been a long time coming, so I wanted to make sure we had enough in-depthness. Know what I mean?
Word.
And you know, it's plenty more, man, we can have off the record, man. You come fuck with me sometime in the studio, you know, you always welcome, man. You got the G-Pass, you know what I'm saying? And it's so much other shit, man, that we can kind of kick it and absorb and build on and strategize, man. Because I'm just about trying to make things happen, man. This whole world is a business, so we need to find our hats, man, and be able to switch them up when the situations arise. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, my brother. I appreciate that, man. You heard? And likewise,
no
man.
doubt,
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Word up,
no
man.
Doubt.
Yeah, there you go, man. Snyp life, man. Just kept it 150 for y'all niggas, man.
Yeah,
but
man.
Hold
Shout
up,
out to
though.
all the real niggas.
My fault, man. But
no
niggas
doubt.
Battling for $150s, though, nigga.
Yeah, battling, but
battling
I mean,
for
everything
fucking
is verified.
$150s.
My shit is like Twitter, man. All my shit is verified, man. Actually, I had the pleasure of running in about 3 or 4 of my bros that I was up top with. You know what I mean? These are niggas that did 15, 18, 19 joints, and you know, I gave it stage 6, so you know, I ain't have a lot of time compared to the people that I was around, which also motivate me in another sense. You know, you next to a nigga that got 18 years, you got 6, you like, shit, nigga.
Yeah, it should make you grateful.
I'm good. You know what I mean? Facts. But yeah, man. And you know, it just feel good to 360. You come back in that circle and it's like, yo, man, 6, 7 of us is out here on the block. Like, yo, we was all in the day room together, and they telling the stories. Yo, this kid right here, he was battling niggas for cuts in the face, and you know, it just feel good that people recognize. Yeah, that's a fact. Ever. Yeah, man. The late 90s in Green.
Niggas though, son.
Sweet.
Gladiator school. I be trying to tell these little niggas, man, Gladiator school, man.
That's a fact, man. And you know, the shit's calmed down a lot now because of all the shit that was going on then.
Niggas
yeah. And niggas is getting new ones now.
Yeah,
niggas
they get new bids.
I got caught up in the same situation. You know, I've been in, you know, I touched a nigga before too. I know how to play with that rug. You know, we call them rugs, you know, razors and all that. But, you know, at that time, shit, nigga say, yo, here, man, pack your shit up, go to Cack for 90 days, sit on fucking D3, fucking S Block, bring your ass right back to Pop, get it back on again. They was doing that for years. And then they just started this new shit where they just started giving niggas 1 and 3. Oh, you cut a nigga, you getting a 1 and 3. Oh, you stabbed a nigga, you getting 3 joints. You know what I'm saying? So niggas try to calm down a little bit, you know what I mean? But, you know, I guess it was a gift and a curse that I was able to go when it was so wired, when it was so lit, because it made me appreciate my freedom. Real nigga shit. Because I know how real it was. You know what I'm saying?
Word, man. That's some real shit, man. It's probably like the hardest interview, man, so far, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. I'm glad I'm able to set the bar. Glad I'm able to set the bar.
And not for nothing, man. I'm pretty sure I speak for, you know what I'm saying, a lot of niggas that's out here, man. But my nigga, we look up to you, man. know what I'm saying?
I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. Real shit.
We rooting for
Understand,
you.
my nigga, yo, Foggy. Understand, man. I'm not no rap nigga, dog. Like, I'm a street nigga to the heart. So, like, I appreciate the small shit, man. A nigga come and dap me and say, yo, that shit mean the world to me, man. Just all y'all niggas know that, man. I don't never take this shit for granted. I don't never get comfortable because I chill with kids and Styles and Luch and fuck all that. Because they ain't been where I've been. So I know what it is. So I appreciate every step of the way and everybody that acknowledged that shit. Because we all from the bottom, man. Real nigga shit.
You're ready, man.
I'm one of them rap niggas. You ain't gonna never see me on no rapper shit, man. I fuck with you. I'm a street nigga. I'm down to earth. Come over, come fuck with me. Say what's up. Whatever you want to do, man. I'm one of them niggas, man.
Yeah, because there be niggas that be too big-headed for niggas, man.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. We appreciate niggas like you, man. When we, like, let's say we out in the fucking bar, OT, you come walking in and shit shining. Like, you come walk up on you, be like, yo, what up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And some niggas just
nigga give you a nigga your half-ass what up or head. Now, I check a nigga that do that to me.
You feel me?
I don't do unto others that I don't want shit to do to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing. I'm going to give you a hug. I'm going to tell you I appreciate you because it start with every one soul. Every one nigga count to me. Nobody is not under. I don't care if you're not known. I don't care if you're not on. You count. You mean something. All y'all niggas remember that. Y'all niggas on the grind. Underground niggas coming up. Y'all niggas is influencing these niggas that's on. I'm telling y'all. Y'all just don't see it because they ain't showing it. Y'all influencing these niggas, man. Y'all giving these niggas the energy that they need. These niggas been sitting comfortable for too long. They hear these hungry niggas. What you think, they ain't listening? They act like they ain't listening. They listening to y'all niggas, man. Trust me, man. I'm listening for y'all niggas, man.
I'm trying to tell niggas, man, but yo, my nigga.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, man. We rooting for you out here, man. We want you to drop some shit because we all gonna cop it. Like I said, I'm gonna cop it twice. You feel me?
No doubt, law.
And you know, just keep going. Know what I mean? Hopefully sooner or later we'll fucking go grab a drink or whatever the fuck. But you know what I'm saying? My nigga, I really appreciate your time. And like I said, man, we look up to you, man. We're rooting for you, man. Snipe
Thank
life,
you, man.
everybody.
Thank you, man. Salute to the G's. Stay low and keep firing. If you a nigga that just came home from jail, stay low and stay out the papers. You know the motto, my nigga. D-Block all day, every day.
Peace.
Peace.